is said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Florida State Seminoles, Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee. As we'll see the number 20 team in the country, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Noles will put total weather to crank us up. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They'll give it to the back. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get rewarded if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Quick release by the QB. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
And that RPO play was run to perfection. The run fake forced and sucked the defense up, and a nice job on the route by the receiver, not telegraphing that he was breaking to the inside on the slant.
Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. The inside handoff. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
To pass. Caught over the middle. It's Parker. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. I don't know why, but it's a thing. The ACC Wheel of Destiny. You spin it, you never know how it's going to come up, and you can't afford to give away a game early in a conference like this.
And I think both of these coaching staffs, David, understand that, and they've been preaching to their team, we've got to start fast. Not just in this game. We've got to start the season fast. We've got to take advantage of this opportunity.
And I think Reese hit it right on the head, too. The Wheel of Destiny, right? It seems like it's a new team every year that's playing in the championship and appears to be a wide-open league. So a lot of turmoil, a lot of change. I think that starting 1-0 is an important step to getting to that championship game.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Looking to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, no secret, this guy was a big part of their key to success. Already 2 catches on the opening drive, and they go back to him again. This time the defense is in better position, and they force the incompletion.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Makes the catch. It's Williams. And good coverage by the defense. Just a short gain.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple of yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
Wants to throw again. With the catch, it's Tuggle. Oh, he's got some space. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
Inside the 15, first and 10 from the 14. They'll run it from the gun. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Reads it, fires complete. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
How about that? Just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
This offense trying to quieten the crowd on first and goal, and they are not cooperating. Quarterback on the keeper. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
And that's why this offense is so hard to stop, guys. This quarterback can hurt you throwing it and running it. With his speed, he can make people look silly. And you saw it right there on the opening drive of the game. What a beautiful touchdown.
And he made the extra point without problem. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Handoff from the gun. A collision, and he's stopped at the 27 after picking up one.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. Buys a little time with his feet. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
The ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the fourth down.
The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Pulls and fires complete. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
Love the play call on the RPO. That time the defender bites on the run fake, and that opens up the window for the slant coming in behind it. Nice job.
It's first down from the 37-yard line. Tight end now in motion. From the gun. Give on the inside. Couldn't really get started there. Pick up of 1 to the 35. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. It'll be a draw. They knock him down inside the 30 at the 29. It's a pickup of 6.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on third down at the dome. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Caught in the backfield, it's Parker. There he goes. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense, first and goal from the 7.
Well, a field goal kicker can step away from the net and go sit down, grab some water. They're not going to need him just quite yet. That was a great play call. Throwing the ball on 3rd and short in field goal range. They get the completion, now setting up first and goal.
Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another first down. They'll try to get it in with the run. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Looking to fire. Going for 6. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
You've got great field position here. You got to pay it off. Who is your go-to receiver that can make a play in this situation?
It's third and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. From the gun, wants to pass. Big guy smells it. Touchdown, Irish. That's the way you finish a drive and put up points.
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
Number 12, set to advance on the football.
And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Back to pass. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Gibson. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Third down conversions, always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man on the right. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
And it's on third downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
The Seminoles have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the right. Makes the catch. It's Sampson. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. They've moved it to the 19. 1st and 10. Might be changing the route. Wants to throw on 1st down. He's got the tight end. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Sixth play of the drive coming up. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Into the end zone. He's got it. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. Wide receiver comes in motion. On the ground. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
So on offense, you've got to find a way to put 6 up on the board. You know that in this game, field goals may not get it done. So big-time players make big plays in big games. Who can you rely on right now to get you a touchdown?
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Gets it out fast. And he will score! Touchdown Seminoles!
And the offense punches it in again, and we call his name again. That's 2 touchdowns now in 2 games, with still more to be played. I'll tell you what, I think this guy's name would be called a lot more throughout the season. He's that kind of good.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's get you updated on a fascinating battle going down in the Pac-12. UCLA is down right now inside the Rose Bowl, but this young man under center has shown some moxie. We could see a legend born in Pasadena today. They're trailing by just 4 to Colorado. If anything changes in this pivotal Pac-12 matchup, guys, you know we're here to bring it to you.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Williams. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his first sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out how to slow him down.
Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. The pull and throw off the RPO. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That's a great example of the defense there, tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
A cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound, the war chant on third down at the Dome. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Quickly out to the tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Wants to go up top on first down. Trying to burn this defensive back. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Got room on the return. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Here come the Irish back on offense. They had to punt last time they had it. Highly unlikely that'll happen here, barring utter disaster. Great field position. Under fire. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Really need to pick up some yardage this time on second and long. Wants to go up top. Good quickness to grab it off the bounce. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. Notre Dame lines up quickly. They're going to run it. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame.
Man, that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
He'll bring it out. It's Webster. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. He leaves it with his back. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Ready to go here in the second half, and Notre Dame will kick it away. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think then if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
Lost 5 on that first play, and now it's 2nd and 15. Looking to fire. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
And so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work for big yardage. And they were close. You could tell that almost busted, but they just got wrapped up, got a little bit of yardage, but they really wanted that one to be a big gainer.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. And the Noles will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Looking for a crease. It's Parker. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
Pulls it and fires to the left. He goes out of bounds across the 25, mark it at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
I think a trait of a running back that you really look for is a guy that can bust tackles. Man, a guy that can make something out of nothing when it's not there. And just a really good job breaking the tackle, continuing to keep the play alive, and never quit.
The noise level is relentless here on 2nd down. Unloads quickly. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
about the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
This Notre Dame offense carving it up. They're working with another first down. Rides to back and leads it. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. On the ground, it's Parker. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on third down at the dope. From the gun, wants to pass. Throw to the end zone, picked off. Trying to take it back. He's at the 40. The 20. The 10. Touchdown, Florida State. The defense putting points on the board.
Dude, you're just thinking hold him to 3, make him kick a field goal, don't let him score points. Heck no, you turn it into offense. What a play. Catches the ball in the end zone. Take a knee. Take a knee. No, sir. I'm taking this thing all the way back 100 yards to the house. What a play.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Interesting showdown in the Pac-12 today, men. Take a look at how things are playing out. UCLA is getting whooped today, and at some point this comes down to preparation. Are you prepared to play? Clearly the answer today is a big fat no. They're trailing by 18 to Colorado. If anything else happens in this one in the Pac-12 or anywhere else, we'll make sure you know about it, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Here come the Irish back on offense. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
They'll snap it from the 39, first and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Got his man downfield. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. He's starting to get in touch with his inner Joe Montana as the Irish are moving the ball up top.
And I think that's always the question with the Irish every year is who's going to play quarterback. We know their brand and we know who they are, but are they going to get ballers at that position? Are they going to get a great Ian Book, a great Brady Quinn? That's the next step. And if they find that guy, Notre Dame can do everything they want to do and be great in college football.
From the gun, running back gets to give. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. They're snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football.
The Irish facing quite a challenge here on 3rd and a mile. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his tight end. And you don't get nearly enough on 3rd down, 4th down coming from the 48.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if you can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it there.
The kick is on its way. And they'll just down it right there. They love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. He just couldn't hold his water long enough in the line of scrimmage. It'll be a penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Using his legs, it's Gibson. Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4. We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Fires it down the seam. Balls in the deep ball. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Bought a little time, lets it go. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Well, it's 3rd and long. They're trying to throw beyond the sticks to get the 1st down. What a great job by the defender that time, breaking on the ball, snagging it out of the air, and securing that interception.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one, and David. To me, that starts with being the more physical team.
Well, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game, you're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Oh, they dial up on second and a long way to go. He'll pull it on the read. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time. Offensively, the defense coming up with a huge negative play.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Grabbed behind the line, it's Parker. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on 3rd down. The Irish send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Kick it away on 4th down. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running down the hill and making a tackle.
Didn't make it any easier on themselves on 1st down. Now 2nd and long from the 21. Wants to go up top. They're working that left side. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there.
This receiver is such a weapon, and he has so much speed, and he can generate explosive plays for your offense, not just running go routes and post routes, but how about throwing him the drag, letting him catch it, and use his speed to turn it upfield.
Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Under fire. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. Well, the defense didn't get caught napping there. In this situation, you know they have to stay alert for the deep ball.
Yeah, so what defense am I going to call? I'm going to keep some DBs back deep. I'm going to keep my safety a little bit deeper, understanding they're down. They're going to have to attack down the field. I'm going to stick to my passing sets, my nickels, my dimes.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. He might want another play. On 4th down, going to the air. He's got it and more than enough for a first down. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
And that was a play they absolutely had to have. Fourth down, down by one possession. You've got to find a way. Someone's got to step up and make a play, and they did it right there. That is going to be huge for their confidence.
Turning it on. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Looking for the score. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
This offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
And guys, if they can somehow, some way find their way into the end zone, we'll have a tie game in the fourth. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There's been way too much penetration up front defensively. They've been able to stop him in his tracks.
Using the quick game. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments.
And I got to know on offense, right? When I get in this situation down near the goal line, I got to get physical, finish my run forward, not start dancing around, going all over the place and losing yards. That's just bad offense.
Now third and goal and tough yardage to cover here.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
From the gun, wants to pass. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
Hey, man, I love guys with situational awareness in football. It's third and long. You know it. He's sitting right near the sticks, ready to break on the football, ready for the quarterback to throw. He does, forces the INT. Nice heads-up, smart play by that young man.
Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. He's got it on the right. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. On third and long, he has to throw for it. They'll run the screen. Breaks into the open. They've got him before he gets the first down marker, and the screen does not deliver. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. That one's going to go out of bounds, and it'll be dead at the 35-yard line. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. throws for the tight end. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
Well, there have been way too many incompletions for this offense in this game. It's a big reason why they're trailing, obviously. They've never been able to get into a rhythm, and at this juncture here on a 2-minute situation in your own end, you got to find ways to start throwing completions somewhere out on the field to get back in this game.
A deep throw as the clock winds down. Grabs it inside the 15.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
Black 24. Black 24.
They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Nobody open, he just throws it away, and it'll bring up second down.
And obviously that wasn't a great play for this offense, but the defense did their job. They flushed him outside the pocket. But nothing worse than getting tackling in bounds or throwing it for a 4-yard gain, letting that clock tick. Nice job throwing it away, saving as much time as you can.
Gets the back moving. Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. He gets it in! Touchdown, no!
And in this situation now, if you're on offense, what do? You kick the extra point, tie it, and hope for overtime, or are you aggressive? Do you decide to go for 2 right here and see if you can take the lead with just seconds left in the game?
And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the fourth. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And what a huge score and extra point there to get it tied in the final minute. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Throw on first down. Going to try to get it himself. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Looking to throw on first down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. It's complete. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal.
I love when you back the defense off of you. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
Notre Dame has it now, first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And man, with that run, I think it kind of handcuffs you. I think you want to save that last time out when you need it for your field goal unit or whatever that looks like. Running the football there and then keeping that clock ticking. I don't necessarily love that call.
Now second and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. And it all comes down to this. Make or miss, win or lose. And it's good. The short field goal for the game. Not all close games are created equal, but this one, man, what a ride. A matchup between a couple of ranked teams, and certainly it was a memorable one.
No doubt about it. I think there were a lot of eyeballs watching this game, not just fans of these two teams, but people maybe outside of conference affiliation looking in, because this is a ranked matchup. So when you get this win, this is huge in the eyes of the committee with respect to the college football playoff. This win just means more.
I was thinking the exact same thing. Like, for the college football playoff picture, how big is it to get a big win, a ranked win, who now you're probably going to be matched up head-to-head with who's better, who's going to make the playoff. Big feather in the cap, big day for them.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation